This election season has been particularly polarizing for people trying to find partners.
Research shows a problematic trend. Gen Z men and women are growing apart politically, and many don't want to cross the ideological divide.
So I went 360 on the dating divide and looked into what that means for single Coloradans looking for love.
Tonight on the Denver 7 Dating Game, you'll meet travel nurse Alexis Matthew.
So I'm 28 years old. I moved here a year ago.
And sprinkler company owner Alex Walker.
Twist this counterclockwise. In January, I'm joining the National Guard and getting shipped off to basic training.
That's tonight on the new dating game.
She's more liberal, he's more conservative, and they have one thing in common: the dating divide.
Do you sense that there is a growing gap between men and women politically?
Yeah, I would say so.
A little difficult to try and find women that are more conservative.
When it comes to Generation Z, a recent Gallup poll shows that as men are mostly stable, women are moving left.
Is the research clear on this?
The research is clear on this.
MSU Denver political science professor Jeremy Castle says it's a significant shift post-Trump. A 2023 survey from the American Enterprise Institute shows close to half of white Gen Z women are liberal, but only 28% of men are.
Really only in the past decade or so, with ultimately the Supreme Court's decision overturning Roe v. Wade and the election of Donald Trump and the Women's March, that we've seen social issues playing a bigger role in these differences between men and women on politics.
You're fast at this.
I know. It's pretty bad.
Differences front and center on dating apps, which report more people are sorting matches based on political affiliation.
See, this guy's a physician, and he's cute, and he's liberal. There you go.
Including Alexis.
My brother's gay. I'm like really big into gay rights. Also, like, abortion is healthcare, so I'm really big into that.
Do you list your political affiliation on dating sites?
I do not, but I do judge people based upon what they put.
Would you date someone who's a conservative?
If they put conservative on their dating app and they look conservative, like pictures on, horseback riding with a gun in their hand, like, I'm not gonna match with them.
She's in good company. Another 2023 survey shows 65% of Democrats said they would be less likely to date a Republican. As far as Republicans, 62% said they would be less likely to date a Democrat.
During the spring, we do like sprinkler activations.
Including Alex Walker, sort of.
Would you date a liberal woman?
It's hard to find any conservative women right now, so if you're desperate, yeah. When I was kind of talking to the liberal girl, she had a very strong sense of being feminist and kind of just doing her own thing, and I kind of felt useless in the relationship.
Bottom line, there's a serious imbalance, with many daters not willing to swipe right across party lines.
It's really become a deal breaker.
Galena Rhodes, a research professor at the University of Denver, studies what makes couples work. She says it's important to remember political labels may not reflect actual values.
Is this a problem that people are limiting who they will consider?
What we wind up highlighting in dating apps in particular may not be the things that matter most, right? So you may say, I won't date anybody who's less than 6 feet tall, when in fact if you met someone who was 5'6" in person, they might be a really good match for you, but you miss out if you don't give that person an opportunity to really connect.
But when polarization is this pronounced,
I feel like most places I am, there's not a lot of conservative women that values kind of align with mine.
Political beliefs go further than just like who you vote for. It's like your morals.
It's more complicated than agreeing to disagree.
You can just disagree, but you can still be friends. And it's like, yeah, that's fine. But like when you're trying to get, like if my brother ever wants to get married and you're trying to make that not happen, then that's like a bigger deal to me. And it's not something I can just disagree with.
I'm a Christian, and I believe what the Bible says. If we have men who are too feminine, then nothing's going to get done.
Still, remember, in the dating game, people can change their minds.
It was actually my wife that pulled me to the left. I was probably more of like a center-right, kind of conservative almost. Sometimes, they're right, and sometimes you're right. Not often. Not often. Most of the time, they're right.
All right, good words to live by there. The relationship researcher Galena Rhodes says research shows people who identify the same way politically do tend to have less conflict in marriage. But there are many other factors, she says, like how you manage differences and communicate that influence how happy a couple is or whether they stay together.